Hello everyone, hope you're all well. So today's video I'm going to be showing you how I create these really kind of messy curls and also how I create my bangs. I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my hair. If you're not interested to see how I curl it, you're basically just here to see how I do the fringe, the bangs, then skip ahead. I will leave a timestamp in the description box so you kind of know. But to start with the curling, I literally just use my GHD straighteners at the moment. I haven't actually tried using a curling tong, but I'm thoroughly enjoying just using hair straighteners, and I quite like the messy curls that they are creating, so I'm sticking with this at the moment. Apologies for the noise if you can hear lots of cars. I'm literally on a main road. So basically just get like a little section and I alternate. So I'll go like, I'll flip it over like that, and then the other ones I'll flip it under like that. So I'll show you a flipping over. So clamp, then flip over and go down, and then release when it's near the ends, and it creates like a little curl. And then for this one I'll go under, which is like that, and then release. So it just kind of creates like a messy kind of curly look. Sorry, I have a really itchy nose. And then the exact same for the other side. Like that. Obviously the pieces of hair are quite short, so I'm not too fussed about it being like a dead-on curl, as long as it's just not straight and it's got some form of kink to it. I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't take that long because obviously I don't have much hair anymore. And then I literally just release the top bit, and it's basically the same thing. Literally grab a little section like this, and again it's either going to go over or you're going to go under. I like to mix up, so for this one I'm just going to go over like so, and then when I get to the ends I let go, and it creates that little curl. And then again I'll do the different one, so I clamp and then I'm going to go under, pull, then release like that. They are quite ringlety, but they do drop out quite quickly, and I do tend to mess them up a little bit as well. Once you get the hang of it, it's actually really easy and it doesn't take long at all. I think the best bit is not worrying too much if it's like all perfect, because I don't want it to look like ringlets in my hair. Do you know what I mean? Just literally just like that. Okay, so I've just finished doing my whole head. I tend to just kind of like mess it up a little bit, because like I said, I don't really like the full-on ringlet kind of look. It's not quite me. They still look a little bit intense, but they do drop out. But anyway, now onto my bangs. Okay, I'm just going to go through everything that you'll need to kind of do your fringe, your bangs. A comb, I find it incredibly useful. So a comb, a round brush. This is the hero of the day for creating that fringe. Need some little clips like these. I can't remember where I got these from, but you can get loads on eBay or Amazon. And then a hairdryer. If you have a hairdryer with this kind of little nozzle, very helpful. If you don't, then don't worry too much, but it's a lot more easier with this attachment. And then I always use dry shampoo as well at the end, which I find just helps give that a little bit more volume. It's not necessary, it's just down to preference, but that's something that I use to create more poof, I guess. So first thing I'm gonna do is just clip back the longer hair so the fringe is left out, and then just kind of pull it all forwards just so I can see what I'm working with. You're then going to want to get a comb and make the fringe wet. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, now that you have a wet fringe, literally just brush it all. Oh, I've just pulled out a long bit of hair. I don't want that. Yeah, just brush it all forwards, making sure it's all nice and damp. First step is you're going to get your hairdryer. What a look. You're going to get your hairdryer and you're going to brush downwards literally for about, I would say, to about a minute. You basically want to dry it so it's like half damp still. Does that make sense? I'm not particularly sure. Basically, you're drying and setting the kind of, for them to sit like downwards. I don't know whether I'm making any sense. But I'm just going to show you. So like I said, they are still like a little bit damp and wet, but they are partly dry. So next step is you're going to part this in the middle, wherever your parting is, but mine is in the middle. Okay, so after they've parted in the middle, I tend to just clip this one to the side so it doesn't get in the way. Now we're going to move on to the round brush. So the way that I do it is with the round brush. It's really hard to explain. I basically brush it down from the root and then kind of twist it up, and then I blow dry like this for literally like 2 or 3 seconds, and then I pull it down, still blow drying, and that's what will create the kind of flick. And I literally repeat that until the whole side is dry. You'll kind of see what I mean when I'm doing it. That is the first side done. I always like to make sure that the shorter bits have got the little flicky motion going on as well. I always tuck it behind the ear, and because I tuck it behind the ear, when it sets, it has like a natural kind of curl, because it's set like behind my ear, so the shape kind of forms. I don't know whether that makes sense, but I always do that. And then I kind of get my clip and then I make sure that I've kept the sweepiness of the fringe and clip that down, so again when it sets the shape is like held in place. I just do that again. So yeah, just to make sure that the sweepiness is like held in place when it sets, like so. And then I'm just going to repeat the exact same for the other side. Not gonna lie to you, this side I always struggle with the most. I don't know why, but yeah, so tuck behind the ear and then I just pull out the little shorter bits and again kind of just clip them, creating that kind of sweepy shape. Clip it like that. And then by this point I normally wait about 10 minutes just for them to properly kind of cool down and they hold their shape a little bit better. So I'll go brush my teeth or get dressed or something, but it's really important to keep the clips in for about 10 minutes and then I'll come back to you then. Okay, right, 10 minutes is up. Let's take these out. And then also the big clip, and just give it like a real good zhuzh, I want to say. So like I said, you can obviously leave your fringe and your hair like this, but I always tend to go in with the dry shampoo. Like I mentioned before, it just gives it so much more kind of like volume, and yeah. Right, so when it comes to the dry shampoo, I literally just lift the fringe and do it like that, a bit on top. And then again, just a real good zhuzh to blend it all in. Just quickly sort it out. And that, my friends, is how I'm styling my short hair at the moment. Yeah, the curls are still kind of quite ringlety, but like I've said many of times, they do drop out throughout the day, and the fringe is quite like so I normally do my fringe and then I don't touch it for like 2 or 3 days, because it just kind of, the more, basically like each time I sleep on it, it gains a little bit more volume each time, and the cowlick just gets bigger because I naturally have one anyway. So yeah, I literally do this the first time and then I don't really need to touch it again, really. But yeah, this is the final look. It's super duper easy, really quick as well, and you know, if you've got bangs and you kind of want to create the nice sweepy look, this is the only way that I found that really works for me. I tried using hair straighteners, but it just didn't quite work, and then it would fall out after 10 minutes. Whereas this, yeah, it's my go-to. But I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you try this out with your hair, your short hair or your bangs, let me know. I'd love to know how you got on with it. Yeah, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all soon. Bye!